Russia is a vast country spanning across Europe and Asia, famous for its beautiful architecture, breathtaking landmarks, and majestic natural wonders captivating all who visit. Today we're going to delve into Russia, where many single women are located, and reveal the country's significant presence in the adult film industry, rivaling that of Japan. Join us to discover interesting and fascinating facts about this remarkable country. Begin. Russia, with its vast expanse and rich cultural tapestry, is home to about 143 million people, making it the ninth most populous country in the world. Among them, 193 ethnic groups coexist, with Russians of East Slavic origin making up 81% and the remaining 19% comprising ethnic minorities like Tatars, Ukrainians, Bashir, and Chuvash. Russian women are renowned for their beauty, a captivating blend of genetic diversity, clim, and ethnic mix. Their allure, often a mix of Slavic and Mongolian traits, has long inspired artists and is admired worldwide for combining physical beauty with intellectual charm. In Russia, there are approximately 37 educated women for every 33 educated men. This disparity has led to a surge in transnational dating services, attracting wealthy suitors globally, but also worsening the scourge of human trafficking. This multi-billion-dollar industry, deeply entangled with organized crime, preys on the allure of Russian beauty, leading to severe social consequences. Human trafficking in Russia is a dire issue, particularly for women and girls lured by false promises of employment, education, or marriage. These victims endure violence, intimidation, and coercion, trapped by sophisticated criminal networks. One of the most brutal exploitations faced by trafficked women in Russia is forced participation in pornography. These women are coerced into appearing in adult films and stripped of their dignity and autonomy. The rise of the internet and social media complicates efforts to combat this exploitation. The Russian adult film industry operates largely underground due to strict legal and social restrictions, making it fragmented and perilous. Cultural attitudes in Russia strongly oppose pornography, heavily influenced by conservative norms and the Russian Orthodox Church. A survey by the Levada Center revealed that 80% of Russians disapprove of pornography. This strong cultural stigma, coupled with legal prohibitions, links adult film production with criminal activity and moral degradation, leaving performers vulnerable and without legal protection. So how do you think Russia's cultural attitudes and legal restrictions on pornography affect the lives of coerced women? Comment below and chat with me. Did you know Russia has a unique holiday dedicated to conception? Since the year 2005, the Ulanov region, the birthplace of Vladimir Lenin, has celebrated Conception Day on September the 12th. On this day, married couples get time off work to focus on having children. If their baby is born exactly 9 months later, on June the 12th, they receive commendation certificates and valuable prizes like cash, cars, washing machines, or televisions. Despite such efforts, Russia faces a dire demographic crisis. In the year 2024, it ranks as the 9th most populous country, with approximately 143 million people, down from its peak of nearly 149 million in the year 1991. In recent years, the natural death rate has nearly doubled the birth rate, leading to increased reliance on immigrants. Some researchers believe the situation is worse than in the 1990s. The United Nations PR projects that if this trend continues, Russia's population could drop to 120 million within the next 50 years. In response, Russia promotes population growth through initiatives like Conception Day, which enjoys enthusiastic local participation. The birth rate in Ulanov during June is consistently higher than in other regions thanks to this unique effort. Before exploring another unique cultural aspect through the way Russians express emotions, if you can help me out, it just takes 10 seconds to hit that subscribe button. In return, we promise to continue making the show even better for you. Agree, one of the most striking aspects of Russian culture is learning not to laugh as they grow up. Unlike many Western societies where a smile often serves as a social nicety, Russian smile only when genuinely happy or amused. This reflects their deep value of sincerity and authenticity in relationships. In Russia, an unearned smile can be seen as insincere or even deceptive, while people elsewhere might smile frequently in social interactions. Russians smile selectively, making their smiles highly meaningful. You'll see more smiles among friends and family or during genuinely joyful occasion, so if you notice fewer smiles on the streets of Russia, don't take it as unfriendliness, it's simply a cultural difference. Despite this, many Russians will warmly respond to tourists smiling and waving back when greeted. It's all about the right context and sincere emotion in this fascinating culture. Now let's raise a toast to another iconic aspect of Russian culture. Vodka, deeply woven into the fabric of Russian life, symbolizes more than just a drink. It's a cornerstone of tradition and social customs. Named after the Russian word for water, vodka's importance is undeniable, yet Russia's drinking habits are evolving. Economic pressures, new regulations, and changing social views are steering people towards beer and lighter drinks, reflecting a global shift towards moderation in health. Remarkably, beer wasn't considered alcoholic in Russia until the year 2013. Today, the average Russian drinks about 18 layers of alcohol annually, twice the safe limit. This excessive consumption affects 500,000 Russians each year, contributing to the startling statistic that a quarter of the population dies before 55 as Russia navigates between its historical customs and modern health trends. Alcohol consumption remains a key element of its cultural identity as Russia navigates these changes in drinking culture. It's fascinating to see how the country's vibrant sports scene continues to flourish, offering unique and thrilling activities that reflect its rich cultural heritage. Russia boasts some of the world's most extraordinary and thrilling sports. In Moscow, there's helicopter golf, a jaw-dropping spectacle. Picture this: 3 players with 16 tee sticks weighing 10 pounds trying to roll a massive 3-foot ball across the snow, all while hovering in a helicopter 13 feet above the ground. They fight the fierce rotor winds, battling not just for victory but for survival. Each helicopter's decoration costs $5,000, adding a lavish touch to the chaos. Then there's our ball rushes, brutal mix of basketball, wrestling in rugby. 7-player teams aim to shoot a ball through a hoop, but there's no dribbling, just fierce wrestling moves and takedowns. This sport demands toughness and aggression, attracting formidable athletes like former UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. A blend of horseshoes in boxing, another beloved Russian sport. Players use a large stick to smash formations of cylindrical pegs or towns out of a designated area. The varying peg configurations add layers of challenge. Gad's rich history spans centuries, enjoyed by famous Russian figures. These unique sports vividly reflect Russia's rich cultural heritage, offering a captivating glimpse into the nation's distinctive recreational spirit. In Russia, there is a fascinating enigma known as Whalebone Alley, situated on the northern shore of Grand Island in the Bering Sea. This intriguing site was covered in the year 1976 by a group of Soviet archaeologists. Whalebone Alley is a remarkable arrangement of whale skulls and bones meticulously placed in rows, believed to date back up to 600 years. In addition to the skeletal remains, archaeologists discovered whale meat storage containers extending approximately 500 x 50 m along the island's northern coast. This creates an eerie yet captivating scene. While human remains have been found on Grand Island, the exact tribe to which they belonged remains unidentified. However, it is speculated that they were Yupik people, an indigenous group from Siberia who spoke the Yupik language. It is thought that due to food shortages, the indigenous population resorted to hunting whales for sustenance. Over time, this area became a significant hunting and processing ground for whale meat and bones. Another theory suggests that whale Swedish rule until the 18th century. After Sweden lost the Great Northern War, it ceded this land to the Russian Empire through the Treaty of Need in the year 1721. Fast forward to the year 1917. Finland declared its independence and included Karelia in its territory. This was internationally recognized for decades. However, the tides changed after World War II. In the year 1940, following the Winter War, Finland had to surrender Karelia to the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union dissolved in the year 1991, Karelia faced 3 choices: secede and become independent, rejoin Finland, or remain part of Russia. The decision was made for Karelia to become a republic within the Russian Federation. Although Finland still claims Karelia as a province, it has never officially contested Russia's sovereignty over the region. Omayan, a village nestled in the Omayan Sky district of the Sakha Republic, braves the world's harshest cold climate. Perched at nearly 2,500 feet Above sea level it shelters around 500. Resilient. Sols in January temperatures plunged to a bone-chilling average of -50 degrees Celsius with an annual mean of 1.5 degrees. See the coldest recorded temperature a staggering -67.7 to C occurred on February 6 year. 1933. In this icy realm the cold stings like needles, numbing hands and feet. Saliva freezes in an instant and planes cannot land. Traveling by car to another city takes 2 arduous days. The residents face biting winds and relentless snowstorms posing serious health risks, yet they remain undeterred. Moving is not an option. They have adapted to their snowy existence. Outdoor toilets are common as indoor plumbing freezes. Solid cars are kept running in garages to prevent stalling, and food supplies are limited. The frozen ground towards crop growth, so villagers grow a few vegetables in the brief summer and rely on horse meat, cold fish and animal milk for sustenance. Local delicacies include horse blood, cold shaved fish and pasta. Winter's brutal grip drains batteries, freezes metal to car exteriors, and challenges power plant operations. Despite these hardships, tourism has blossomed. Each March Oaicon hosts a traditional festival inviting visitors to don traditional costumes, savor local delicacies and partake in activities like reindeer racing and fishing. Omayon embodies human resilience, proving that we can endure and even thrive amidst nature's fiercest trials. Russia isn't just a land of cold and vast expanses, it's a fiery realm of incredible volcanic activity from the Ural Mountains to eastern Siberia. The Kamchatka Peninsula is the beating heart of this volcanic wonderland, stretching over 1,200 km. This rugged land hosts around 160 volcanoes, 29 of which are active and 19 are UNESCO World Heritage sites. These mighty giants form a 700 kilometers volcanic ring along Kamchatka southeastern edge, adding to the fear-specific ring of fire. Over the past 10,000 years, Kaka has experienced at least 30 massive plan and eruptions, making it the most volcanically active place on Earth. Among these fiery peaks, Klivia Mountain stands supreme, rising to 4,754 m. It is Eurasia's highest active volcano and Siberia's tallest point since its first recorded eruption in the year 1697. It continues to blaze with the latest eruption on November 20 year 2022. While Russia's volcanic landscape showcases its raw natural power, its political structure reveals the complex interplay of centralized control and regional autonomy that shapes this vast nation. Russia, with its vast and intricate political landscape, plays a pivotal role in shaping the modern world, governed by 89 federal subjects, including a autonomous oblasts and republics. It embodies an asymmetrical federal model reflecting immense cultural and ethnic diversity. Yet under President Vladimir Putin, power has increasingly centralized, profoundly altering governance. Central to this structure are 48 provinces, 9 regions, 3 inner city areas for autonomous regions, and 24 republics. These entities, once enjoying varied autonomy, have seen their independence curtailed since Putin's rise in the late 1990s. For instance, Tatarstan and Chia, once having their own constitutions and languages, now face tighter control. Putin's 2000 reform introduced federal districts overseen by presidential representatives, critical in policy coordination. These districts, not mentioned in the constitution, facilitated centralization, dismantling agreements that once granted significant autonomy to the republics. The abolition of the republic's presidency in the year 2010 further underscored this shift. This centralization extends beyond the republics, affecting all federal subjects. Electoral reforms ensure officials loyal to Putin dominate, with governors appointed by the president rather than elected. This solidifies federal control over the regions. Autonomous regions like the Jewish Autonomous Oblast and Chukat hold unique positions, balancing certain powers with integration into the Russian state. This complexity challenges the unity and stability of this vast, multi-ethnic nation. Under Putin, the distribution of power has significantly shifted towards the central government, sparking controversy and opposition from regions fighting to retain autonomy. Balancing central authority and local independence remains a critical issue in managing the world's largest country, renowned for its vast territory, environmental diversity and rich cultural heritage. Besides the challenge of managing the world's largest nuclear Arsenal today belongs to Russia. Recent statements from Russia about deploying tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus have alarmed international military experts. A new race to develop nuclear weapons seems imminent as of the year 2024. Moscow reportedly holds the largest stockpile of nuclear warheads globally, with approximately 5,889 warheads, while the United States follows with 5,428 warheads. Russia also boasts 88 12 ballistic missiles on land, 576 ballistic missiles from submarines, and about 200 missiles at heavy bomber bases, with the United States and Russia owning over 90% of the world's nuclear weapons. A full-scale nuclear war between these two nations could directly kill more than 360 million people and indirectly cause the death of 5 billion people due to the ensuing aftermath. This is a scenario no one wants, however, given the current actions of the Moscow government. Many are worried about a potential future nuclear conflict. Especially significant was the event on October the 21st, year 2023, when President Putin directed Russia to engage in the nuclear arms reduction treaty. With consensus, he declared that he would not permit the Washington government or NATO to inspect Russian nuclear facilities, but asserted that Russia could resort to nuclear weapons if it perceives any existential threat for the Russian state and its people. The consequences of such actions would be unprecedented in human history. If you like today's video, please give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel Globo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time. English, auto-generated.